Hey, welcome to the Relentless Positivity Fitness Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Martin. I want to talk about something that you've probably heard of this. You're probably experiencing it right now. And I've heard of it, but I never really put a name to it. I've known about the concept for a while, but I just learned the official name for it. I'll tell you that in a second. So let's just see if it sounds familiar once we get going. So you're too tired to work out. You're not eating well. You feel unfocused. And here's the truth. Your real issue probably starts hours before your alarm even goes off in the morning. Today, I'm going to probably step on your toes because I stepped on my own toes with this one, so your toes are probably suspect as well. Because I think it's going to hit home with you just like it did for me. And I'm not judging because it's me too. I just want to help, and I think this is a big one that we can all address right here. So here's what it is. Revenge bedtime procrastination. A big term that you've probably heard about, and it's killing your momentum. So what it is, this thing is when you know you should go to bed and you don't. So you scroll. You binge. You say just one more episode, or I just need this time to myself. And I get it. Hey, you're busy all day. You finally have some quiet. You want to reclaim some control. But here's the kicker. That me time, it's not recharging you. It's robbing you. So here's why it's holding you back. You think you're giving yourself freedom, but you're actually stealing from tomorrow. When you stay up late, you get less sleep, obviously. You make worse food choices. Your willpower is in the tank. You skip your workouts and you start the day behind already. And it becomes a cycle. You're tired, you're unmotivated, you're mad at yourself, you stay up late again. Sound familiar? And it isn't a bad habit. It's self-sabotage in disguise. So how do we break this without just losing our minds here? Here it is. Stop waiting to feel like going to bed and just do it. You're an adult. You're not a toddler. You don't need to earn your rest. You need discipline and you need a system. You set a non-negotiable bedtime alarm. Same time, every night. It goes off. You stop what you're doing and you move to your bedtime routine. No drama, no debate, no outs. I like to use a 5-second rule. The moment you think, hey, I should probably go to bed. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. Get off the couch. Put the phone down. Start the wind down. And replace that dopamine hit. Scrolling and shows equals stimulation. You need something that calms your brain. So try this. Maybe read a chapter of a book. Journal 3 wins from the day. Listen to a podcast while you're doing your skincare routine. Something like that. Something where you're not stimulating, you're calming. And you need a why bigger than the show you're currently watching right there. Something that's going to get you to go to bed and start the day on the right foot the next day. And it isn't just about going to sleep. It's about who you want to be that next day. Do you want to be able to hit that workout tomorrow? Do you want to have energy for your kids? Do you want to finally feel in control of your life? Then you got to act like it. And it starts with your bedtime. Revenge bedtime procrastination. It feels like freedom, but it's fake. The real freedom, waking up with clarity, energy, and momentum. Because your goals aren't slipping away because you're not working hard enough. They're slipping away because you're too tired. Go to bed. You got big things to do tomorrow. And this is such an important topic. I want to go back through some more specific routines that we can do because most people, your mornings are only as good as your nights, right? So you want to work out, you want to eat better, you want to be consistent, but you can't do it because you've got nights that are chaotic, unstructured, and just straight up sabotaging your next day. So let's start with step 1. We'll go through this. We're going to build this plan right now. You put it in, decide when the day ends. We talked about that a little bit earlier, but you need a shutdown time, and it needs to be consistent. Not when you feel tired or after one more episode. A hard stop. Pick a time, stick to it, and say it out loud. My day ends at 9:30 p.m. no matter what, or whatever it is, whatever works for you, and that's it. Step 2, create a power down routine. We mentioned that a little bit earlier. Let's get them more of that. So this is where most people mess it up. They'll think, just go to bed when they're tired. Not going to happen. You need a pattern that tells your brain, hey, we're done here. And here's a simple 3-step shutdown routine. Lights are low, screens are off, phone out of hand. Put it in another room if you have to. Then the brain dump. This was super valuable. Write down anything on your mind, get it out of your head and onto paper. Otherwise, you're going to be solving that all night long. And then 3, talked about this earlier as well, do something calm, read, stretch, journal, skincare, anything but doom scrolling. We don't want that. And then back to what we talked about, anchor it to your morning goal. Why are you even doing this? What's the point of going to bed earlier? Don't have it just be, I'm going to bed like it's almost a punishment, like you are a toddler. No, why are you going to bed? Because it's going to reward you the next day. Tie your nighttime routine to a morning win. Want to feel energized for your 6 a.m. workout? Then your 9:30 bedtime is the workout. That's what you got to do. Want to stop hitting snooze in the morning? Then your nighttime prep is your alarm. Want to eat better? Then sleep is your secret weapon for willpower. No sleep equals no progress, period. Step 4, use the 5-second rule we talked about earlier. You're tempted to skip it. You'll hear you say, I'll just finish this show or this episode or whatever you're in. That's your old habit talk. Interrupt it. When you know it's time to shut it down, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. Get out of it. Get up. Close the laptop. Put the phone away. Brush your teeth. Get in bed. Done. And repeat. Step 5 is repeat until it's who you are. Because it's not going to be easy. It's not you right now. So don't wait until it feels easy. It won't. But do it anyway. Because your goals, they don't care if you're tired. They care if you're consistent. And let's be clear. You want to hit your fitness goals. You want better energy, less stress, and more discipline. Then you got to win the night. Because if you win the nights, your mornings take care of themselves. And if you can win your mornings, you can do anything. So I hope you found that helpful. We kind of repeated some stuff in there because I think it's important, and I wanted to drive that point home. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week on the Relentless Positive Fitness Podcast.